count 2 away. Here in the first, Wagerman takes a ball high and the count runs full. Three-two is away. Wagerman's going to reach. And this top of the first is going to stay live. And now the throw gets away into center field. Jenkins takes third. Zwagerman takes second. And that could be a huge error in the first.
The DP, number 19, Riley Stevenson.
So a meeting in the circle for the Racers. Looked like it was going to be first and second. The throw back to McLaughlin ended up in center field. And Jenkins ends up on third, Zwagerman on second. So all of a sudden, 2 runners in scoring position for head coach Alexia Fuentes' squad. And her first season leading the Golden Eagles. Spent 3 years at Northwood, and then her final season with Cornerstone. Was on the team just last year. Now is leading the program. First pitch is going to miss to Riley Stevenson. Big moment here for Cornerstone. Into right field. It gets down. Stevenson's going to bring home a run. Rounding third. Heading home. Sliding in safe is going to be Zwagerman. And Cornerstone with a couple runs in the first. So that errant throw after the walk comes around to haunt Uno. First pitch swinging, foul ground. Is it going to be playable? Diving and not able to make a catch is Cecilia Campbell. It hit her glove, but an excellent effort there from the Uno backstop. Liddell looks at one up, 1-1. Stevenson had 3 ribbies against Aquinas yesterday. Good block from Campbell. Came on to pinch hit in the 8th for Zwagerman against Uno. Three and one. The Racers defense has been a little spotty this year. As that will miss, Liddell will walk. Second walk of the inning. Commit just below 2 errors a game. Cornerstone, on the other hand, sits 3rd in the conference in fielding percentage, just behind the top 2 teams in Madonna and Indiana Tech. Saw the Golden Eagles yesterday flash the leather quite a few times. And that's going to be the end of the day. So coming in, it's going to be Lainey Wooten, who Wooten pitched all 8 innings yesterday for the Racers. Pitched all 6 innings today against Madonna. And now after McLaughlin allows a couple runs, records a couple outs, is coming back in. So the sophomore, Laney Wooten, getting tons of work. Let's see how she'll be able to do in a tough spot. Trailing a couple runs already here in Livonia. So the Golden Eagles, with a couple runs across already, have already chased Carson McLaughlin out. And sensing you don't want to get this to slip away too much, head coach Billy Glessner turns to his sophomore Laney Wooten again. Off speed. It's a good one to Kaylee Misalak. 1-1 count. Couple runners on, 2 away. Outside, 2-1. Misalak on the ground to short. Cobb has it, comes up firing in time, as that will end this top of the first. But a couple runs in for Cornerstone. They're on the board first here in Livonia. Here's the starting lineup for Uno that will be going up against Kara Sandberg. It's Taylor Braun leading off at second, Brenna Cobb at short, Morgan Piotrowski at third, Cecilia Campbell in the cleanup spot behind home plate, Haley Edgell out and right, McKenna Goach at first, Mackenzie Branton left, Laney Wooten, the DP, and Athena Schwartz out in center. But Wooten came in on in relief in that first inning for Carson McLaughlin.
Leading off the bottom of the first inning for the University of Northwestern Ohio racer, second baseman 17, Taylor Braun.
It's pretty much the same order for Uno that they rolled out in game one. Just some slight changes in that 8 and 9 spot. First pitch to Taylor Braun is going to miss for ball one. Opened up our first game today with a triple on the first pitch she saw. Sends this into deep right field. It's going to get over the head of Ashby. It's going to one-hop the wall. And once again, Taylor Braun has a leadoff triple. She's done it again into right field.
The shortstop, number 1, Brenna Cobb.
So the Racers couldn't score Braun. against Camille Oyer after she led the game off with the triple. Let's see if they can do so here in this one. They're going to show a bunt, and it's going to get by Zwagerman, and it's going to roll into right field. Cobb is going to try for second. She's in there safe. It's a bunt double for Brenna Cobb, and it's a 2-1 game.
Third baseman, 25, Morgan Piotrowski.
Sandberg misses on the first pitch to Piotrowski. So a wacky start to this one. Saw a throw back in the top of the first after a walk end up in center field, which advanced the runners from first to second and third for Cornerstone. Now we see another triple and then a bunt double just in the first. What else we got? The 1-1. Upstairs to Piotrowski. Started the comeback yesterday for the Racers, Piotrowski did, with that 2 RBI single in the 5th, which brought it from a 3-0 to a 3-2 game. Sam Timmer getting confirmation on where that one was. 3-1 is there to Piotrowski, so count runs full. Three-two, sliced foul out of play. Three-two, Piotrowski will reach on a walk to give way to Cecilia Campbell. Here's the defensive alignment for Cornerstone. In the outfield from left to right, it's Jenkins, Misalek, and Ashby. Zwagerman at first, Griffin at second, Liddell at short, Holmes at third, and Sam Timmer doing the catching once again. Showing bunt, gets it down. It's a beauty. Coming up, firing onto first. Holmes does get Campbell, but she advances the runners to second and third. Thought for maybe a moment it looked like there was a chance Campbell would be able to beat it out, but does her job. Moving up Cobb and Petrovsky. And now it's Haley Edgell. Late on that fastball from Kara Sandberg. Was in and out of trouble a couple times yesterday. Went scoreless through the first 4. Bunt again. It's going to go back to Sandberg. On to first, and they get the out. Coming home to score is Brenna Cobb. Waited on to see the decision from Sandberg. She started breaking immediately once she threw to first, and we're all tied up in the first.
First baseman, number 6, McKenna. Good.
So some small ball from the Racers. Pop up into foul ground. Zwagerman won't be able to make the catch. Had a chance on it, but overran it a hair. So a chance to end the inning, but it stays alive. Piotrowski over at third. Did not go. Good hold up from Goach. Trying to give the Racers the lead. She'll take low 2-1. Jammed to second. It's going to skip off the glove of Anna Griffin, and the Racers are going to take the lead. How quickly this game can change. And now, meeting at the circle for the whole infield for Cornerstone. So it's Mackenzie Brandt taking strike one. Brandt went 0 for 3 yesterday. Didn't play in the final doubleheader of the regular season for the Racers. So hadn't played since mid-April on the 12th against Michigan Dearborn. Excellent stop over at third by Holmes to end the inning. But the Racers respond with 3 runs of their own and take the lead. Back and forth we go. Into the second inning, we roll on. Dylan Holmes to open up the second inning for Madonna. First pitch will foul it away. Laney Wooten pitched all 8 innings yesterday for the Racers. Pitched all 6 innings in the first game of the day against Madonna. Back in as that's going to skip off the glove of Piotrowski. So some shaky fielding here at the opening of this one.
Right fielder 14, Alexis Ashby.
As that brings up Lexi Ashby. First pitch off speed is there for a strike. Pulled back just in time on the bunt attempt. One hopper to third. Piotrowski on to second, stepped on the bag, brawn the turn, not in time. So 5-4 on the force out. And back to the top of the Cornerstone lineup.
Second baseman 26, Anna Griffin.
Griffin takes strike one. Had a costly error back in the first, which allowed a run to come in. Pulled down the third base line, just a hair foul. So Griffin awaiting the 0-2 with Ashby at first. Just barely got a piece of it. Against Aquinas yesterday, had a couple of walks, also reached on an error. Reached twice against Uno as well. Double and a single. Sends this into center. She's going to reach here. Holding up at second is Ashby. So Cornerstone answering back themselves with a couple runners on.
Left fielder 13, Morgan Jenkins.
Morgan Jenkins does an offer at the first pitch that's low. Singled, came around to score. Back in the first. Couple runners on for her this time. Into right field, moving back a little bit is Edgel. She's got the catch and comes up firing. Advancing up to third is going to be Ashby. And the Golden Eagles with runners on the corners.
Catcher 18, Sam Timmer.
So can Sam Timmer with the tying run over at third come through in the clutch here with two away in the second. Looks at a first pitch ball. Upstairs 2-0. Two runs in the top of the first for the Golden Eagles. Uno responded with three in the bottom of the first. Into center field. Timmer's going to tie this game up. Getting a head start over at first. And moving into third is Anna Griffin. Back and forth we continue to go.
First baseman, number 1, Taylor Zwackerman.
So it's Taylor Zwackerman now. Griffin went first to third. Changeup drops in for a strike. Just missing. Saw that a lot against Madonna from Wooten. Open with a changeup and then like to back it up with a heater. One outside, 2-1. Swung on and missed, and there's going to be no throw down to second. So Timmer with a stolen bag. 2 in scoring position for Cornerstone with 2 away. Two count, 2 down, 2 on in the second. Ball low, count runs full. Swaggerman fouled it away. So we stay full 3-2. Riley Stevenson would be next. Had that 2 RBI single in the first, Stevenson did. Can Swaggerman keep this line moving? The 3-2. Swaggerman, shallow right field. And it's going to be caught by Edgel to retire to the side. But Cornerstone gets a run back. We're all tied up. Don't go anywhere on the Madonna Athletics Network. So Laney Wooten, who opened up this game as the designated player, came in to pitch. Still gets her spot in the lineup. Pinched hit against Madonna in the first game today. First pitch she sees here in game 2. Drilled it foul. Respectable 246 hitter in the regular season from the plate. Over 50 plate appearances. Waited back on that changeup, but chopped it foul. So a pair of all-conference honorees matching up here. First team all-conference in the circle for Sandberg. Second team all-conference for Wooten. 1-2 rolled on the ground to short. Charging in is Liddell. One hop to Zwagerman. Excellent scoop from Taylor Zwagerman at first.
The center fielder, number 14, Athena Schwartz.
So Athena Schwartz, who walked off Cornerstone yesterday in the 8th, gets her first plate appearance today. First pitch will be in there for a strike, not able to get the bunt down. And that's going to hit Schwartz. So Athena will reach. We just one away in the top of the order due up.
Second baseman, 17, Taylor Braun.
So it's Taylor Braun now, and here comes head coach Alexia Fuentes. Remember, the winner of this matchup goes on to play Madonna tomorrow and has to win 2 in a row to beat the Crusaders. All Madonna has to do tomorrow is win 1 game, and this pod here in Livonia is theirs. So we might see 1 game tomorrow, could see 2. Little swinging bunt that went the other way, foul. Up and in for ball 2. Sliced foul from Taylor Braun. Has a couple triples today. Both her triples came in the first against Madonna and the first here against Cornerstone. Braun looks at that away. Runner goes. Throw down to second. Not in time. Stolen base for Athena Schwartz. Looked like she was going to beat the throw anyway, but Liddell had it skip off of her glove. High pop up, straight away left field. Jenkins is there for the second out of the inning.
Shortstop, number 1, Brenna Cobb.
So it's Brenna Cobb with a runner at second and 2 away here in the second. Out in front of that first offering. Cobb had that bunt double in the first. As it's fouled away. Because it was Zwagerman was charging in from her first base position on the bunt. Over at second, Griffin went to cover first, but it got by Taylor. And then no one at second. The ball trickled into right field. So that's how Cobb ended up on second with an RBI on a bunt. 1-2. Two yanked on the left field line, foul. So this AB will stay alive. Remember yesterday, Cobb and Sandberg had a 13-pitch duel in the first. Looks like we got another heavyweight bout forming between these two. Two, just barely got a piece of it into right center field, and it's going to be caught by Misalak. Wind pushing the ball out, but it stays in the yard. 3-3 as we go to inning 3. Quick update from the Indiana Tech pod. The Warriors, who were down 4-0 at one point and 6-4 at another, ended up coming back to walk off Lawrence Tech 7-6. So Lords and Lawrence Tech are going at it, and in the bottom of the second, it's the Grey Wolves on top, 3-1 over the Blue Devils. So after it looked like Lawrence Tech would be in the driver's seat to come away with that pod, now they're at risk to not making it to Sunday. 1-0 count here. And what's been a wild one so far between these two teams who played a heck of a game yesterday. An 8-inning thriller that the Racers ended up walking off to win. Yanked into left center field. Extra bases for Riley Stevenson. She's going to head into second, stop there. And the Golden Eagles are in business to open up the third.
Shortstop 0, Paige Liddell.
So it's Paige Liddell now. Went 3 for 3 in the game against Aquinas. Snapped a little 0 for 10 streak that she was in the middle of with that 3-hit performance against the Saints. Showing bunt, gets it down. It's a good one. Waiting on it, leaving it for Piotrowski, who will get the out at first. But Stevenson moves up to third on the sacrifice from Liddell.
Center fielder number 2, Kaylee Misalek.
So Kaylee Misalek grounded out in the first to end the inning after Cornerstone had put up a couple runs. Take strike one. Good start to this AB from Lainey Wooten. 0-2 chopped, and it's going to drift foul. Big sigh of relief there from Wooten. Because both Campbell and Leaney letting that one go. Had it stayed fair. Could have been some trouble. But instead, we're still sitting at an 0-2 count. Chopped to second. Runner comes home. The throw is just going to go to first. And the Golden Eagles retake the lead in the third. An RBI for Kaylee Misalek.
Third baseman number 8, Dylan. Oh.
So Dylan Holmes now with the bases empty and 2 away. First pitch swinging. Right field adjusting on it is Edgol to retire the side. But Cornerstone gets a run and takes the lead again. You don't want to go anywhere. We got a fun one here in Livonia. Morgan Piotrowski to lead us off here in the Uno half of the third. As she will take ball 1. Walked came around to score in the first. Quickly ahead at 2-0. Two and one. This game's had this feeling that it's going to be back and forth. Cornerstone jumped out to a 2-run lead in the top of the first. Uno responded with 3 runs of their own. And then 1 run in each of the last 2 innings for the Golden Eagles have given them this 4-3 lead that they have at the moment. The 2-2. Piotrowski to third. It gets by Holmes into left field. And a lead-off single.
The catcher, 77, Cecilia Campbell.
So let's see if we're going to get a runner for Piotrowski. Head coach Billy Glessner in his first season, the helm of Uno, talking to the home plate umpire, and it will be a runner.
Emma Cantrell, the courtesy run at first base.
It's Emma Cantrell. Hasn't played a whole lot this year, just a freshman. Does have a stolen base this year. Down the first baseline, foul. Pulled that one over towards the Cornerstone dugout. Celia Campbell will look at ball 2. Campbell, the 5'4 sophomore from Gillian, Ohio. First team all conference this year. High pop up, shallow right field. It will be the second baseman, Anna Griffin, taking command for the first out of the inning.
Right fielder, 0-0, Haley Edgeo.
So it's Haley Edgell. Scored the game-winning run in the 8th inning yesterday against these Golden Eagles. First pitch hacking, and it's going to go over the head of Sandberg, and then throwing it into center field is Liddell. Holding up at second is Petrovsky, or rather Cantrell, who's running for Petrovsky, so that could have been a lot worse for Cornerstone, but it looks like they had an opportunity for the out on a little pop-up. Sandberg couldn't find it. Fell in no man's land. Goach takes ball 1. So some more trouble here for Kara Sandberg. Freshman from Diamonddale, Michigan. Attended Holt High School. First team all-conference selection is just a freshman. Bright future ahead for her. Takes strike 1, does McKenna Goach. One turns to 1-2. Two-two. Goach pokes it, shallow center field, charging in to make the grab is Misalek for a big second out. So Cantrell and Edgell both hold at second and first.
The left fielder, number 8, Mackenzie Brandt.
Mackenzie Brandt trying to prolong this 3rd inning. First pitch swinging, can't connect. One, swung on and missed. 1-2, so Kara Sandberg an out away from stranding a couple of racers on the base path. 1-2, fouled away. Couple coaches in their first season at the helm of their respective programs. Trying to reach Sunday as Sandberg strikes out Brandt. And we are through 3 with Cornerstone up by 1 here from University Field. Lexi Ashby, 9-1-2 in the Cornerstone lineup. Set to face Lainey Wooten here in the fourth. Two and 0. Close call on that one. Wooten doesn't get the call. An overcast day from Livonia. A 4-3 Golden Eagles lead. 27 wins on the year for Northwestern Ohio, 22 for Cornerstone. Each went 12-8 in the regular season in WAC play. Tagged pretty well in a deep right field. It's going to one out the wall. Sliding into second is Lexi Ashby. Edgel out in right had a little trouble fielding that ball.
Second baseman 26,
Ashby maybe could have gotten to third, but either way it is a leadoff double. Top of the order now. Trying to widen this lead for Cornerstone. Griffian, first pitch swinging foul the other way. Griffian. Ball one. Deep right field again, moving back and dropping the ball is Edgel. Rounding third, heading on home is Ashby. The throw is cut off, and it ricochets off the pitcher, Wooten. Heading to third, and being there safely is Anna Griffian. Couple more mistakes from the Uno defense, and the Golden Eagles capitalize. So a meeting in the circle. Wooten did not start this game. Started earlier today and yesterday against Cornerstone. Came on in relief for Carson McLaughlin, who just got a couple outs in that first. Allowed a couple runs as well, 2 hits, walked 2.
left fielder 13, Morgan Jenkins.
So still nobody down in the fourth. 1 run already in. Jenkins to second. The throw is going to go to first, and another run comes in. RBI ground out for Morgan Jenkins. So that will empty the bases for Sam Timmer. Probably a smart play there from Braun. Didn't look like she was really going to have a chance to get Anna Griffian at home. So just trying to reset this inning. Cornerstone has gotten at least 1 run in every inning so far today. Timmer down the right field line and making a great catch is Edgel. Caught it initially and then it bobbled, popped up, and regrouped, regathered for the first or second out of the inning.
First baseman number 1, Taylor.
Swaggerman looks at a first pitch low. One 0 fouled, 1-1. Swaggerman an RBI single in the second. Another ball peppered to right, but it'll be much easier this time for Edgel to retire the side. Bottom of the fourth we go. 2 more runs for Cornerstone. They extend their lead to 3. Wooten, Schwartz, and back to the top of the order for Taylor Braun. Due up here in the bottom of the fourth. 3 runs in the first for the Racers. Have had some chances since then, but still haven't been able to scratch across any other offense. Two one. It's a ball 3-1. Wooten pulls this towards left. Jenkins is there.
Center fielder, 14, Athena Schwartz.
Athena Schwartz was hit back in the second. Stole a bag, but was stranded at second. Racers have gotten a runner into scoring position every inning today against Cornerstone. Down the third base line, that's going to hit the glove of Holmes and ricochet into no man's land. And Athena Schwartz will wind up on second. Bad luck there for Dylan Holmes. Made a diving attempt, hit her glove, and then bounced away from her and into foul ground where nobody was. Taylor Braun, first pitch fouling. Upstairs, 1-1. Gets the bunt down. It goes right back to Sandberg. Covering over at first is the second baseman, Griffin. And called safe is Taylor Braun.
Shortstop, number 1, Brenna Cobb.
Schwartz up to third. Braun at first. Then Coach Fuentes going to come out and talk to her freshman and the entire infield again. Over at Indiana Tech, it's Lords who lead the Blue Devils 4-1 in the top of the fourth. So both teams trying to get another chance at Indiana Tech tomorrow. So Brenna Cobb, couple runners on. This the best chance at scoring runs for Uno that they've had since their 3-run first. Cobb showing bunt again. Runner goes down to second. There is no play anywhere, so Taylor Braun slides in with her first stolen base of the day. Cold strike. Cobb not thrilled with that call. Evened up at 1. Had that wild bunt double earlier. Squared to bunt and deflected foul. So let's see now with 2 strikes. Got to imagine they're going to put the bat in the hands of their shortstop. 1-2 high pop-up. Is it going to be playable? No, just on the other side of the net. Timmer was there, but just enough for Cobb for an extra chance in this AB. Two and two. Pulled foul. So we got time. I can't see there's something in foul ground. Getting blocked on my view from the dugout, but looks like we're ready to resume. Another foul ball. Something about when Cobb and Sandberg meet. It's going to be a lengthy AB every time. Who will blink? The 2-2. Another foul ball. Rolled on the ground to short. Charging in is Liddell. Run's going to score. Throw on to first is in time. Back to third. And advancing up is going to be Taylor Braun. So Athena Schwartz will score. Braun moving to third, but there are 2 away in the inning.
Third baseman 25, Morgan Piotrowski.
Piotrowski, first pitch swinging on the ground to third. And Holmes had just enough mustard on that throw to get Piotrowski. But the Racers get a run back. They're within 2 as we go to the 5th here from University Field. Riley Stevenson to lead us off here in the 5th. Takes low, ball 1. Stevenson against Aquinas. 3 runs and 3 RBIs. Those 3 runs were season high, and her 3 runs batted in tied a season high. Has 2 more today. 1 run scored as well today. 2-1. Stevenson awaits. The 3-1 is there for a called strike. 3-2. Full count pitch is called for strike 3. It's the first strikeout of the day for Wooten here against Cornerstone, and it's at a big time. Liddell, first pitch swing, and that'll bloop into center field.
Center fielder number 2, Kaylee Misalek.
So it's Kaylee Misalek now. Into right center field, ranging over, and it's going to get over the head of Athena Schwartz. Liddell is going to be held up at third. It's a double for Kaylee Misalek. She's fired up in the Golden Eagles with 2 more in scoring position in the 5th.
The third baseman number 8, Dylan Holmes.
Dylan Holmes, first pitch swinging. Bloop shot into shallow right. Charging in. Making the catch as Edgel. Comes up firing. It's a cannon, but it's not in time. Sacrifice fly. Paige Liddell scores, and it's 7-4 Cornerstone.
Right fielder 14, Lexi Ashby.
Lexi Ashby down the third baseline. Piotrowski diving stop. Comes up firing in time on a bang bang play at first. But Cornerstone puts another run up. Back up 3 as the Golden Eagles up 7-4. Home half for the 5th we go. Bottom of the 5th, Cecilia Campbell to lead it off. Takes ball 1. Sacrifice bunt and a fly out for her today. One-0 tagged in the gap in left center field. It's going to get by Misalek all the way to the wall. Campbell is going to end up on second. It's a lead-off double. Gonna have a courtesy runner for Cecilia Campbell. It's going to be Carly Blair. 5'2" sophomore from Troy, Michigan.
The right fielder 00, Haley Edgo.
Edgel will take ball 1. First 2 missed. Called for a strike. Edgel sacrifice bunt. Scored a run in the first. Then had a bunt single in the third. And turns on this one into left field. Morgan Jenkins is going to make the catch, and there will be no attempt to tag by Carly Blair.
The first baseman, number 6, McKenna Good.
Kennegoach. The runner at second. She will take strike one. Goach has played excellent defensively yesterday and today. Trying to come through with the bat. One just missed. Two one is there. 2-2. Campbell doubled to lead off the inning. Carly Blair running for over at second. Haley Edgol flew out to left. Sent into left field. Foul. Swung on and missed. Huge strikeout for Kara Sandberg.
Left fielder number 8, Mackenzie Brandt.
So it's Mackenzie Brandt trying to keep this fifth inning alive. Ground out strikeout for her. Oh and 2. Sandberg trying to strand a leadoff double at second. Fouled away. Oh two. Swung on and missed. Change up out in front. Lead off double stranded at second. 6 outs left. 3-run lead for Cornerstone here in Livonia. Top of the Cornerstone lineup. Griffin, Jenkins, Timmer. Strike one delivered. Laney Wooten still out there. Has been grinding in the circle this weekend. Down the right field line. Foul. 0-2. Griffin takes away. Griffin up the middle. That'll get through. It's the leadoff single. Third time she's reached today.
Left fielder number 13, Morgan Jenkins.
Jenkins a single, fly out, ground out. Did score a run in that ground out though back in the fourth. Now Campbell gonna have a quick word with her pitcher. Jenkins looks at strike one. Outside corner. Jenkins in a right center field, charging over and not going to be able to get there. It's going to drop in between Schwartz and Edgul. Morgan Jenkins will hold up at first. Griffin ends up on third. Nobody down, and Cornerstone again knocking on the door.
Catcher 18, Sam Timmer.
Wooten going to try to bear down here. Runners on the corner. Timmer shows bunt. Gets it down, but foul. And they're going to call Timmer out. As they're going to say, I believe that the bat hit the ball. And a horrible break for Cornerstone. Let's see how much that can shift the focus here as Wagerman now with one away. As they're going to throw down to third, so no attempt to get Morgan Jenkins at second. So two in scoring position for Taylor Zwagerman, first team all-conference this year. On the ground is short, waiting on it, throwing home and sliding in safely is Griffin. Jenkins moves up to third. Everybody's safe for the Golden Eagles.
The DP 19, Riley Stevenson.
Riley Stevenson. They're going to throw down to second, but cutting it off was Braun trying to bait Jenkins in. But she'll hold up at third. It's another stolen base for Cornerstone. 8-4 Cornerstone lead in the sixth. Stevenson trying to add on, and she will. Torches one to the wall. 2 runs in. Cornerstone leads by 6. And it looks like that will be the end of the road for Lainey Wooten, who has pitched her heart out this weekend. And she will give way to Chloe Scott, who will try to stop the bleeding and keep this within range. So Chloe Scott, 5'9" freshman from Hillsboro, Ohio, making her 16th appearance in the circle. Last pitched nearly 2 weeks ago against Michigan Dearborn.
Shortstop, 0 Page, Liddell.
Maddie Viersma running for Riley Stevenson at second. Scott will hurl in a first pitch that misses inside to Paige Liddell. Scott's been strong in the circle this year. Just under 53 innings worked. ERA at 2.79. Rolled on the ground to third, and throw goes to first. Taking the bag and sliding in safely is going to be Maddie Viersma. Petrovsky initially looked her back to second, but right as she launched it to first, Viersma broke and slid in safely.
Fielder number 2, Kaylee Mizelak.
So it's Kaylee Miselek now with 2 down in the inning. Remember, the only other out was Sam Timmer getting called for batter's interference after she tried to lay down a bunt. 3 runs across. Off speed, nearly dropped in. Miselek takes it for a ball. One for 6 against Uno pitching staff. Miselek is this weekend. Two-one foul ground. Will it be playable for Goach? No, it will not. So 2-2. Back to Scott. She snags it to retire the side. But 7 runners come up to the plate, 3 runs in, and the Golden Eagles have ballooned their lead to 6 as we go to the bottom of the 6th in Livonia. Off-speed pitch to open up the bottom of the 6th inning. Laney Wooten. Two and 0. Wooten pitched every inning yesterday, every inning today against Madonna. Didn't start in this one. Came on in the first, though, and she'll send this into the left field corner. She's going to try for 2, and she'll get there. Lead off double for Laney Wooten. Uno says not so fast. Trying to answer that 3-run 6th from Cornerstone. And it's Athena Schwartz. Schwartz had the walk-off yesterday. Swung on and missed. Good pitch. Good location from Sandberg. One Schwartz's bunt deflects foul. One, two, sent back to Sandberg. Gonna be a tough play. Has to hurry on the first in time. So Wooten advances to third.
Second baseman 17, Taylor Braun.
It's Taylor Braun. Triple and a bunt single for her. First pitch swinging into left field. This is going to go down to a 5-run game. Braun with her first RBI of the day, and it's 10-5.
The shortstop, number 1, Brenna Cobb.
Racers won't go away easily. Cobb initially squared to bunt. Two and 0. Sandberg yesterday against Uno struggled with command a little bit, walked 6, which is where a lot of the trouble came from for her. Today, Racers have been doing a good job putting the ball in play. Sandberg has only walked 1 here this time around. Two to second over the leaping Griffian, getting all the way to the wall. How far will Wooten go? She's gonna score. It's an RBI triple for Brenna Cobb. And that's gonna be the day for Kara Sandberg. She'll give way once again to Addie Herbig, just like she did yesterday. Herbig trying to exercise her demons from yesterday against the Racers and hold on to a 4-run lead. Addie Herbig will face Morgan Petrovsky. First pitch sent into right field. Ashby's there, comes up firing. It's going to be a sacrifice fly and an RBI as Brenna Cobb will score. 3 runs in the inning, and it's down to a 3-run game.
Catcher 77, Cecilia Campbell.
Cecilia Campbell takes inside for ball 1. Doubled her last time up. Takes the first 2 pitches low. Three and 0. Racers didn't blink after going down 6. Immediately turned around and have scored 3 in the inning. Campbell takes strike 1. Ball 4. Campbell walks. And that gives way for Haley Edgell.
Right fielder, 0-0, Haley Edgell.
First pitch low. Ball 2. Once again, Herbig falls behind a hitter 3 and 0. McKenna Goach would be next. Hitless today, but did get on by an error over at second by Griffin. 3 and 1. The 3-1 sent into deep center field, moving back over the head of Miss Select. Rounding third is Campbell. She will score. The throw to third is in time on the relay. The run will score, but Edgell gunned down at third. What a relay, and Cornerstone leads by 2 as we enter the 7th. Folks, the Alliance Catholic Credit Union is the financial institution of choice for Madonna Athletics, with a branch on campus, a student account packed with special benefits, and a discount for Madonna faculty and staff. Alliance Catholic is committed to the university. At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, every fan of Madonna can take advantage of great loan rates, a secure mobile app with Zelle and mobile pay, plus a checking account that earns interest. Join Alliance Catholic and bank with a credit union that is as committed to Madonna University as you are. Visit alliancecatholic.com and get started online in minutes. That's alliancecatholic.com, federally insured by NCUA.
Leading off the inning for the Golden Eagles, third baseman number 8, Dylan
We've seen a little bit of everything in this one. Cornerstone has scored in every inning, but yet they only lead 10-8. Uno with 3 in the first, 1 in the fourth, and a 4-run sixth inning to put themselves right back in this. First pitch will miss. Dylan Holmes leading off this top of the seventh. Rolls it to third, charging in is Piotrowski on to first, and it's not going to be in time. Infield single for Dylan Holmes. Caitlin Kane will pinch hit. Her first plate appearance of the weekend comes in a big moment. Just 5 of 19 from the plate this year. A senior from Marysville, Michigan. Gabby Mecca will run over at first for Dylan Holmes. Cornerstone looking for insurance runs in the seventh. They have been tantalizingly close of taking out Uno yesterday and today. Haven't been able to find the knockout punch yet. Uno is still standing. Lexi Ashby at the plate. Pardon me, Caitlin Kane at the plate. Who is pinch hitting for Ashby. Ball one. Sent into center field. Schwartz went in, and then it's going to get over her head. Rounding third is Mecca. Here comes the relay. The throw is in time. Some incredible relays over the past few minutes. And it's still a 2-run game. Anna Griffian now. She'll send this down the right field line, and it's going to be caught in foul ground. Tagging up to third, sliding in safely is going to be Caitlin Kane.
Left fielder 13, Morgan Jenkins.
Morgan Jenkins now with Caitlin Kane at third and 2 away in the seventh. Change up is low for ball one. Comes back with the heater. It's 1-1. Jenkins in a right center field. That'll score Kane and get all the way to the wall. Jenkins being waved at third. She's got to hurry, and she's going to be safe. The throw gets away. Jenkins will try for home and then gets back to third, barely in time. The drama builds in Livonia. It's a 3-run Cornerstone lead. pinch hitter coming in for Sam Timmer. It's going to be number 24, Matty Miller. Didn't play yesterday.
Pitch hitting number 24, Matty Miller.
These two teams producing another thriller. 11-8 Cornerstone lead. Matty Miller takes high for ball one. Jackson misses 1-1. Two and one. Matty Miller will drive home the 12th run of the day for Cornerstone and extends the lead to 4 with 2 away in the 7th. Everybody's producing for Cornerstone. And they lead by 4. It's Taylor Zwagerman now. Zwagerman fouls this away. One count. Zwagerman fouled on the left field line. Shallow right field, charging in is Edgel to retire the side. But 2 more runs come in, and Cornerstone again sits 3 outs away from finishing the Racers. Don't go anywhere. Back here on the Madonna Athletics Network, Ryan Cuddy with you. 12-8 Cornerstone lead. They've scored 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, 3 in the sixth, 2 in the seventh, and yet they only lead by 4. Uno had 3 in the first, 1 in the fourth, and 4 in the 6th. For the second consecutive day, Cornerstone sits 3 outs away from taking down Uno. Weren't able to do it yesterday. Can they turn around and do it today and get a chance with the Crusaders tomorrow? First pitch will miss. It's McKenna Goach, Mackenzie Brandt, and Lanny Wooten. 6, 7, 8 in this Uno lineup due up. Ball low in the dirt. 2-0. Addie Herbig pitched the 8th inning yesterday against Aquinas. Pardon me, against Northwestern Ohio. Started against Aquinas in game 2. And the first 3 have missed to McKenna Goach. Coach Glessner and Coach Powell motioning get louder to that first base dugout. The 3-0. Right there for a strike. Goach taking all the way. (3-1). There's ball 4. Leadoff runner reaches. And let the games begin in the 7th.
Left fielder number 8, Mackenzie Brandt.
Coach Glessner talking with the home plate umpire. It'll be a pinch runner. Elijah Poole.
Elijah Poole, courtesy run.
Poole at first. Mackenzie Brandt takes strike 1. Fouled back, 0-2. All sorts of drama in this one. 0-2. Brandt, little roller, slow roller, flip to second in time. So Holmes to Griffian, and they get Poole.
Number 16, Laney Wooten.
So it's Laney Wooten now. Taking ball 1. Wooten led off that 4-run 6th inning for Uno with a double. Right there for a strike, 2-1. Two and 2. Wooten gonna have to protect now. The hero from yesterday, Athena Schwartz, looming on deck. 1 down here in the 7th. The 2-2. Missed away, and the count runs full. Let's see now if there's any motion at first for Mackenzie Brandt. 1 away with a full count. 3-2. No motion, but it's ball 4. And the suspense builds. Athena Schwartz hit that double in the 8th that walked it off yesterday against Addie Herbig. They meet again here in the 7th. Herbig finds the zone on the first pitch. Ball 1 just missing. Top of the order, and Taylor Braun in the on-deck circle. High pop-up. This is going to get out of play and foul ground. 1-2. Good take from Schwartz. 2-2. Fouled off, staying alive. Schwartz wears it off the helmet. Second time she's been hit today. And that will load the bases. So thankfully Schwartz is all right. Gonna be the end of the day for Addie Herbig. And Grace Paling gonna come on in and try to close this out with the tying run somehow at the plate. Cornerstone got to be thinking, what do they got to do to knock out the Racers? Uno was 3 outs from defeat yesterday. After trailing pretty much the whole game, Cornerstone struck first with a 3-run third inning. Then it was a 2-run fifth inning for Northwestern Ohio that got him back in the game. And then they got one in the 7th and walked it off in the 8th. A lot more offense in this one, but the same kind of storyline. Golden Eagles, who have been up pretty much the entire game. Uno did have the lead after the first. The Golden Eagles put up 2 in the top of the first. Northwestern Ohio responded for 3 in the bottom of the first. And since then, Cornerstone tied it in the second, took the lead in the third, and have been leading ever since. But the bases are loaded for the top of the Northwestern Ohio lineup with just one away, and Taylor Braun in the box is the tying run. First pitch upstairs. Grace Paling in the circle, came on in relief yesterday against Aquinas. Went a couple innings, allowed 3 hits, 4 runs. Rolled on the ground to third, and Holmes is going to win the race to the bag. A run comes in to score, but for Cornerstone, they are an out away. And it's Brenna Cobb, who has driven in 3 today. Cobb takes outside ball 1. Schwartz on second, Braun at first. 1-0, low, 2-0. Brenna Cobb is the tying run. In there for a strike. It's 2-1. Paling in the circle, fired up, trying to close this one down. Two 2-1, fouled. And Northwestern Ohio down to their final strike of the season. Can the Golden Eagles find the knockout punch for the Racers? Or will Uno find another extra life? 2-2. Check swing to first. Zwagerman has it. And Cornerstone wins a thriller and gets to play tomorrow. 12-9 in a wild one. And Cornerstone takes down the defending conference tournament champs.
With that Cornerstone victory, they go on to face the Madonna.
The Golden Eagles were 3 outs away yesterday against Uno. Couldn't come away with the victory. Got walked it off in the 8th. Came around, took down Aquinas, and went back and forth with Uno this afternoon. But they come away victorious 12-9 and get a chance to meet Madonna tomorrow. So that'll wrap us up from the Madonna Athletics Network. Thank you for spending your Saturday with us. Golden Eagles going to need to win a couple tomorrow against the Crusaders. Madonna just needs to win one. I'm Ryan Cuddy saying so long, and we'll see you tomorrow.